If you think about designing a house with tabletop games like board games or games like Dungeons and Dragons or those things where you've got lots of friends coming over, they're going to play with you, you're going to make noise, you're going to have a good time, might go for hours on end. Well, here's some tips for you about how to make that room fantastic and take it to the next level. We get a lot of clients asking us for this kind of stuff. I've actually played a bit of it in the past myself, and we really like designing these rooms so they're functional, they work, and it caters to everybody in the home. So we're going to go through some tips with you today to really help you think about it. So first of all, you want to think about the location of where this room's going to be in your house. Now, I normally recommend the front of the home, or at least away from the bedrooms as far as you possibly can, so you can make as much noise without waking up other people in the home, like children or partners or whatever who might be asleep in bed. And by getting it away, it means that all your friends can have a great time, make lots of noise, and really let themselves go loose, and it doesn't disrupt it, it's on the back of your mind. With that being said, you also want to make sure that that room is maybe soundproofed a little bit. You can actually do some really affordable soundproofing in your home. That might be as much as doing a picture that's behind me up, which will help soundproof that room, or even do some paneling in that room, just to give you that little bit more of sound secureness to make it work better for you and allows you to have a good time with your friends. So that's the first thing to think about. Now, it might be at the back of the home, might be at the front, but you also want to be able to close it off. I'll definitely have doors on there. You can close that room off and really have a good time. Next thing is you want to think about the size of the room. Generally with most tabletop game is a rectangle is better than a square because you can have a nice long rectangle table like we've got here. You can have the dungeon master or whoever's running the game master running that at one end, and that allows everybody to actually sit there, talk to each other. And a rectangle table is best because with a rectangle table you can talk to the person on either side of you, across the table or at the end. You actually have the most amount of exposure to everybody on the table and also be able to roll your dice or play the game and have fun. So with that table there, you need to think about the space on each side of the table. So normally I would recommend probably ideally about 80 centimeters or 800 mils for people to pull their chair out and actually have space, lean back, have a good time. Now, I would allow more than that if you can, ideally a metre or so people can walk past and it's not too tight. So having that space there makes a big difference, and that means that room looks nice and snug. The other great thing about this room is that if you have it this size, it could be a games room, it could be a theatre room, it could be a lounge room, because this room can be used by somebody else at some other time. You could put a pool table there. So it's a multi-versatile room if you change your mind down the track. And if you go for resale, other people can buy it. So it works really well from that space. So spacing works well. Think about what table you want, how many people you're going to have in the room, and make your room length to cater for that. So once you've got the room size there's other things in the room you might want to think about. Now, depending on you and your personality and your friends, you might want to have a drink, you might want to relax, you might want to have a break every hour or so. So I would think about something like a kitchenette with maybe a little sink, coffee and tea there, or if you want to have a drinks cabinet where you can actually get up, have a few drinks, relax, have a great time, and have a break, but you don't necessarily have to leave the room. People can get up, walk around, put their soft drink away or their alcohol, whatever, and really enjoy the game. So you want to have a versatile room like that, so it's a perfect hangout for you from that regard. And if you want to take that one step further, if you can, depending where it is in the home, you can have a sliding door that leads outside. So if people want to go outside, if they smoke or if they want to relax or get some fresh air, you can slide outside there and have a good time. So a little courtyard off this area makes this room the perfect room. Now, if you want to take this one step further again, what you can really look at doing is maybe have a bigger room and you can fit a few couches in there where people can chill out. Maybe their character's not doing something at that time, or they want to have a break and you have some couches there to sit out. You might have a big screen TV if people are having a break and watch movies or whatever. So you've got all these other options, or if you want to play like theme music, you might have a speaker in there, you can play some music to get the action happening. Whichever way you look at it, you want to think about how great you want to make this room and how awesome, take it to the next level. Because ideally, if all your friends play at your house, well then you don't have to drive, you can have as many drinks as you like and enjoy yourself, and it makes your house a destination. Now, next thing to think about is your friends are staying for long hours, are probably going to go to the toilet and bathroom. So I would really start thinking about where a powder room, and a powder room is a toilet with a vanity in it, where that's going to be located in your home. Now, ideally, if this room is located, let's say at the front of the home, ideally you want to have that powder room within a short distance of that area, so they don't have to walk through your entire house to get to where the toilet is and walk all the way back. So if it's nice and convenient, you can say, hey guys, the toilet's just around the corner, go for it, and you're not waking up the whole home if you're going to all hours of the morning. So toilet convenient, nice and easy, it makes it great if you can have that towards the front of the home. If that doesn't work, it's not the end of the world, but it's just really something to think about when you're doing that. Now, that gaming room, like I was saying at the start of this, is you want that gaming room away from the master bedroom if you can, and especially the kids' bedrooms. There's nothing worse that if you're playing the game and you keep getting told, oh, you guys keep it down, and you're too noisy, and it calls the game short. So you can get it moved away and that your rest of the family is undisturbed. That means that you can have a great night, relax, and have fun. Now, look, these are just very high-level tips. We design these things all the time. We reckon they're great. I've actually had clients of mine in the past, they've asked for a Space Invader driveway, which is quite funny because we block paved it. And then we've had other clients who lived in the area drive by and thought that that was a standard thing that we did for everybody, which we don't do Space Invader block paving for everybody. It's quite funny. We've done all sorts of nerdy, geeky, great stuff like that. We love helping people do this. We love designing homes. So if this is something that's on your mind, this is something you think about doing, we'd love to catch up with you, talk about how you live your life, how you game, and design a house or a room specifically for your lifestyle to make this work and give you the best possible gaming tabletop room you can possibly have. So if you like this, reach out to us. Happy to chat to you and work together. Thank you.